Hello, everyone. This is Hadrian.
Hi, and I'm Mal.
Thanks so much for being here. Let's play some more Master of Orion Conquer the Stars in our Mystics and Merchants series. So we were just saying things are getting kind of interesting. The Sakura, of course, we've been worried in the same way that we usually do about the Sakura and in the same way that we usually do in Bromance series about the extreme level runaway AI problem. But now, of course, we have a new variable, which is the Antarans. And the Antarans are specifically designed to attack the runaway player and keep everyone in check. Not necessarily on a level playing field, but just to give the lead player a hard time. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens. How are things on your end?
Is that what you have found, though? They always go after the lead player first?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They go after the highest scoring player.
Okay.
Which is awesome, because it addresses the runaway problem.
It's good, and I like that. And it seems fair, because if it's a human player that's in the lead, then they should be able to handle it, right?
Yep.
In theory. It wasn't like that in Master of Orion II. It was much more random. So that's interesting that they made that change. That makes sense, though.
Yeah, and when they defeat when they defeat a fleet of yours, for instance, they taunt you because they've just defeated the greatest of the young races, is the way they say it.
Interesting.
So they are going after you because you are the best. Kind of like the way the Reapers go after the humans first in Mass Effect.
Better than all the rest. Okay, sorry. You can edit that out of yours if you want.
You can edit it out of yours. I'm going to leave it in mine.
I'm leaving it in mine. People know I sing. They know it.
Except when your subscribers ask you not to sing, and then we're both just like, oh no, we're singing.
Oh no, that doesn't stop me. I mean, nope.
What I hope is that we don't have to go back to Sound of Silence this series. I'm hoping for a brighter future for this series. A brighter future.
I can't believe this.
We don't have to go to that one.
I just won. I've only got 2% left, but I just won a quote unquote balanced auto resolve fight.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to visit the Sakura again and see if they are willing to reconsider that non-aggression pact.
Yeah, they're probably going to ask you for $500 or whatever.
No, they're not even interested. So they're still unhappy.
You could do exchange tech on your side and give them like some crappy piece of tech that you don't care about, that they don't have, as a gift.
That's a good point.
Give them deep scanner or something that they don't have, or something BS like that.
The only thing I can give them is class 1 shield, and I'd prefer not to do that.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that then. Because aren't they uncreative now too? So it's limited what they can. Yeah. Okay.
Hang on, let me double check that. Yes, they are uncreative.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't get choices.
Yeah. So if they're already past that tech, they can't get it unless they buy it, trade it, or steal it.
Which is great from a defensive standpoint. And it looks like the Terran are, in fact, we were looking at this at the end of the last episode, they are moving on the Trilarians. There it is.
They're at war. Okay. I mean, generally, I would be all for that, but I don't really want them to gobble them up.
Yep. I don't either. But it looks like that's what's going to happen. Are you re-upping our trade treaty?
I will right now, yep.
Thank you.
You know what, too? We need an alliance, because then our military forces look as one for purposes of them determining whether or not they want to go to war with us.
Agreed. We've got that set up. Okay, I think I'm ready to colonize this world. Yes, I am. Perfect. All right, so Iramura now belongs to the Fiefdoms. The Elerian Fiefdoms is what this race is called. There's the Trilarian Troll, the Gnolam League, which is, I guess, the most generic of the labels for the empires of the 3 new ones. Yeah, this is the Elerian Fiefdoms. They're a feudal society, which is cool.
Which is what they were in Master of Orion II.
Yep.
But that's something that is different between this and the previous iterations, is that there were actual different government types. So you had different bonuses or malices based on your government type, be it feudal, dictatorship, or democracy.
Nice.
Which is something I kind of wish they had in this, like a true government type. Maybe they'll add it at some point. It would be nice to have.
All right, so I am sending a single destroyer to back up my space factory while it builds a outpost in Iramura. That also seals off the beta system for us, which has 2 worlds in it. So that's one of the reasons I really wanted to colonize that next, because there's this pocket system. If you look at beta, it's in the middle of my territory, but you can only get to it through Iramura. So that could be useful to me. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Terrans just annihilated a Trilarian colony ship. Okay. I've had a leader level up. Let's go ahead and confirm that. I have slightly higher security now.
Take a look and see if the Sakra have any decent tech. Not really. They've got fusion beam. They don't. No one seems to be running away tech-wise from us, so that's a good sign.
That is a good sign. We'll see if it remains that way. Because we have tech victory turned off, we can't actually tell. Unfortunately. We're actually at the bottom of the list in most cases.
That's always the way it is, though.
In the cases that matter. Yeah, in these series, because of the ridiculous bonuses they get. So you're going to see us slowly climb up the lists as empires are established and economies start to spin up.
Okay, what are we working on tech-wise now? I got private funding. Are you still working on that?
I got that one too. I'm working on molecular manipulation.
Okay.
Which is, the reason I'm going for that is I kind of want to go for advanced engineering so I get access to cruisers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. That's a good call.
Yeah. Neutron physics is going to be a priority soon as well. Because neutron collider. Yeah, I'm glad the Antarans hit the Sakra when they did. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about not being able to necessarily just trust the attack power as a way of comparing fleet strength, because I'm looking at a Sakra fleet of 3 frigates and 1 destroyer versus 2 destroyers and 2 frigates on my side. My attack power is only 14. My defense is... It's a 1478 fleet. Their fleet is a 3932. And the game is saying it's pretty much balanced. Slightly in my favor, actually. Which is good, because that's the system that's the fleet that's currently guarding Dagon Prime. And there's also a military outpost there. Which helps. I will not complain about that.
I was like, why can't I bomb this pirate base? And then apparently at some point, when I did an auto upgrade, I lost the bomb that I had on it. Like, no, nice. I really need that, guys. Thanks.
So the Trilarians are about to do something amazing, and I'm so happy. They're about to colonize Dwight.
Really?
Yes, which is the planet. That was the pirate-based system on the other side of the wormhole. Yeah. So that's going to give the Sakra someone else to yell at. Meanwhile, I can swoop in behind them and take Vizjar, not Vizjar, Vizjar. I've been mispronouncing that. And wow, that's amazing.
If they don't kill them, if the Sakra doesn't kill them, it also keeps them in the game longer. Because
absolutely.
It's separated from their core systems where the Terran Khanate are beating the hell out of them.
Yeah, I personally think the Sakra will kill them, but what I'm happy about is the distraction.
Hey, this is cool. I got that +1 population from killing the pirate enclave that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. So which world did it go to?
The one in the system, Palladius Prime. That was nice. That was actually really good.
New colony, right?
Yep. That was very helpful. I agree with you. That's nice. Very snazzy.
Yep. It's a simple thing, but it's not just a because Hadrian thing. It's actually practical.
Well, and it looks like they finally balanced it. Like the first sort of pseudo decent ship from them showed up like 4 turns ago. So that was like turn 85, 86.
Yep.
They weren't they weren't spamming or it wasn't overwhelming. So it looks like they finally fixed it. That's nice.
Yeah, pirates should just be a nuisance. They shouldn't actually be a threat. Unless you're playing with profound incompetence. Okay, it looks like my trade treaty with the Sakura is done. Let's see if we can re-up that and get some additional relation out of them. Okay, good. I was able to re-up the trade treaty, which again improves my relations with them. Also, interesting, they are still not interested in a non-aggression pact, but they're not rejecting it angrily anymore.
Oh, really?
So the degree of their rejection is going down. Next time I get a trade treaty with the Sakura, if I'm not at war with them, I might actually be able to set up non-aggression, which I would love, because I need to do some empire building for a bit before we do anything militaristically. I'm interested to see how the Antarans affect the extreme runaway AI. We said this before, maybe I didn't state it directly, but I do actually want to see exactly how that affects the traditional runaway Sakura, with the Antarans bugging them constantly. That's going to be a lot of fun in this series.
To see how that scales out, yeah.
Yep. I have a colony ship 2 turns away from being done in Draconis. The humans just colonized Juka Prime. Ironically, a Terran colony ship is leaving that system at the same time. Yeah, the Terrans are bombing the crap out of that world. You know, I'm looking at this. Unless the Sakura expand into Lernus, which has a space monster in it right now, so that's going to be challenging for them. The Sakura have to go to war with the humans to really become a runaway AI. They don't have a lot of territory. Yeah, they have a lot of planets, but they don't have a lot of systems.
Right.
I don't think... I mean, yes, they're something to keep an eye on, because they're the Sakura, they're mean, but at the same time, we've been talking about them as potential runaway AI, and they are, but they would have to accomplish a lot to start that process.
I just don't want to give them the opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I'm not saying we turn away from them, but I'm just looking at it objectively.
Especially right now, if the Terrans are going to continue to harass in the area that they're at, that within the next, say, 20 to 25 turns is when we should try to attack the Sakura together and just put a dent. We don't even have to kill them. If we could just put a dent in them, take a couple of colonies. Yeah. That's all we need to do.
Yeah. By the way, I love that you have a perfect box of systems. I just want to point that out. Like a perfect little vertical rectangle. That's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and go for the advanced data center on Draconis 2. I've got a new colony ship, and I'm going to send it straight down to Vizjar. Let's see, Yeah, I think I can risk this. I'm going to go ahead and send this destroyer in to hit Vizjar Prime, the pirate base, to have that system cleared out. Oh no, the Trilarian colony ship retreated from Zweig. Why did you do that?
Maybe they decided it was pointless to put a colony there? Too dangerous?
I don't know. There's definitely a pirate marauder in the area. My destroyer can still take it solo, but... So I can understand their reticence, but like... That's frustrating. Alright, Draconis 2 has grown again, very good. Keep that population in production. Okay, so I've just finished research on... What tech was that? Molecular manipulation, that's right, because I'm going to go for advanced engineering next for the cruiser. It's going to take me 12 turns, so I'll get access to titanium armor as well. And Merculite missile modifications, not that we're really using missiles that much at the moment. Two turns away from the completion. Oh no, the colony ship's on its way back. They turned around again.
No, but yes, no, yes. Make up your minds. What do you want?
I've been watching a lot of Babylon 5 recently, so what do you want is a question that resonates with me greatly. Oh yeah, that's right. You said you haven't seen Babylon 5, right?
Just like maybe the first 2 episodes.
Oh man. Oh, it's so good. It takes a long time to get going. Season 1, as I've told you before, is like all set up, and it's very... The production quality is low, but it's still very, very good, and you appreciate stuff that happens later in the series so much more because of stuff that happens in the first season. But about midway through the second season, it starts and just doesn't let up.
Starts to amp up.
Oh yeah. Great stuff, man. Procyon Prime, you need a starbase, frankly, but for that, let's go ahead and get government support set up. We'll need some basic buildings. Then we'll get to a starbase later on down the queue. I'm really hoping I can colonize Vizjar with no problems. I'm really hoping. My colony ship is currently... How many jumps out? 11 jumps out. There's a Terran world that's low gravity. Vizjar Prime, when I eliminate the... next turn, I'll be able to eliminate the base, and I'll be able to see if Vizjar Prime, which looks like a toxic planet, possibly a swamp planet. No, it's toxic. Oh, there it is. So it's rich. Small, rich, dark worlds. So both of these worlds have issues. Vizjar 3 might... I can't tell how much room for population Vizjar has, though. So, anyway, I'm rambling. What are you up to?
I am just going through real quick and like checking, making sure that I've got all the structures I need built, either built or in the queue. Also, got a piece of tech I forgot to give you that I got from I bought it. I don't know if you have any planets that it'll work on or not, but if so, there you go.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a few, actually. Draconis 2 it'll work on, Meso 2, and if I go ahead and colonize Meso Prime, as you so graciously decided to let me do, I will be able to use it there as well.
Trying to get some more ships built too. I'm not feeling real comfortable right now, actually, with my current state of military power or lack thereof.
Yeah. Alright, I've got my destroyer paying a visit to Vizjar. A gigantic space dragon has been discovered. I think we knew about that, yeah, it's in Horn. Well, I knew about it anyway. Nice, we got a population on Dagon Prime from killing a pirate base. That went to possibly the very best colony it could have gone to. Wonderful, and I'm actually going to buy a government support facility because we have a striking pop on that population right now, and that should do away with that problem as well. Oh, that was awesome. Deep sea cooling acquired through trade technology, Space Factory 2, finished military outpost. Okay. Next turn.
You said you were maxed out already on your military?
I'm at 14 and 15, so I'm getting there, but one of those command points is coming from a colony ship right now.
Okay.
So once that colony ship gets down to where it needs to be, which is the Vizjar system, then I'll have one less. But I do have some star bases queued up around planets. It's just they're not the immediate projects that are being built. Actually, I can go ahead and... Yeah, I've got one. I'm completely wrong. On Meso 2, one is the immediate project. So I just bought that to give myself a little bit more. Can't believe Meso 2 is still only one population. It's going to grow soon, but... God, that planet. I need to get a civil transport from, like, Draconis 2 and...
Shift some pop around?
Their way. Yeah. I mean, none of my planets are particularly huge, so it's not like something I've really thought about anywhere. The Amoeba is not a threatening fleet. Don't tell me that, game. You're scaring me. Starbase completed at Meso 2. Okay, so now I have 20 command points. Now I'm a little better on command points. Almost a turn 100. 5 episodes in.
What are you thinking about when we want to try to go for the Sakra then?
Well, now that I have 20 command points, I have a couple of production projects finishing, so I can crank out a few destroyers and be ready to hit them.
Okay.
You can jump through the wormhole, right? Or you can't yet, can you? Or
no.
You can?
Oh yeah, I can jump through the wormhole.
Okay.
So it'll be easy for me to, matter of fact, we could just meet there and then go after Serva or whatever we want to do. When we're ready, that is. I mean, I'm still building some ships.
What I kind of want to try to do, I kind of want to go in first and hit U's to see if I can draw their forces.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then as soon as Serva is vulnerable, that's when you could jump in and do some damage there. Does that make sense?
It does. I've got 3 destroyers that'll be done in 15 turns, and then I'm pretty much ready to go. Okay,
perfect. Procyon Prime is about ready for a production project. Well, not really, actually. They're still queuing up, but Draconis 1 will be ready to start queuing up more ships. So let me go ahead and queue up some more destroyers. They'll be done in a similar amount of time to what you just described. And that population is growing faster now, too, so... Biosphere is completed at Procyon Prime. Automated factory at Iramora Prime is done. Very good. Alright, so... things are looking pretty decent at the moment. My colony ship is 7 turns away from Vijzar. Vijzar. Need to learn to say that quickly. Just weird with the Z after the J. Also, in 7 turns, I'll have access to cruisers, which is another thing to think about.
Mm-hmm.
I might want to have 1 cruiser when I hit the Sakra. Kind of fleet assurance, if you will. Or fleet insurance is what I meant to say. Meso 2 has finally grown. And I got a new leader. And it's actually a Sakra. Gunter, the Fixer.
Successfully infiltrated the Sakra Empire.
Nice. Well done. An old, massive Sakra with a gruff disposition, Gunther has worked for every type of spacefaring adventurer. He once served in the Sakra fleet, but after extensive torture at the hands of his own government when they mistakenly believed he was a Darlock agent, he bailed and never looked back. He is generally a skilled mechanic, but in combat, his intimidating nature serves as a boon against enemies. Let's hire him, and as soon as I have that cruiser, I'm going to put him somewhere. But for now... see, my first... oh yeah, that's right. I get a travel bonus for my first fleet leader, and he's already hanging out with my main force. Alright, so the destroyers are officially in production at Draconis. If I move... okay, no. I was testing to see if I moved a research pop down into production, if that would improve the time, but it doesn't. Not in this case. Yeah, I feel like the Sakra are not paying attention to the Yuz system. So if I can get a cruiser ready, I'm just going to jump in and hit them hard. And as soon as we notice their fleet leave Serva, I can pay attention to them every turn since I can see things. I should be able to help you judge exactly when the best...
that's convenient, right?
Yeah, I can see things. But I should be able to help you judge exactly when you could jump in for the maximum possible best effect, etc., and so on and so forth.
I have access to cruisers now. So I'm
I am
designing
5 turns away from that.
designing one real quick.
Sure thing.
Grab, let's see, some neutron blasters.
My ships are pretty much tricked out at the moment.
.22 attack and 78 defense on one cruiser. That's pretty good.
And that's pretty good for this stage in the game, man. My destroyers are still at like 4 attack power.
So let me get a cruiser being built. Well, here, let's go to the next turn. I can do it next turn.
Okay.
You've been
Turn
waiting.
100. There it is.
Oh, and we're actually...
Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
it happened
then.
again. Yeah. Too much fun. Not enough time. Okay, I just did a quick browse through my colonies to make sure I'm at a stopping point. You ready to
Yeah, sure.
cut this one here? All right, cool. We'll go ahead and cut this one here, folks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes in Mystics and Merchants air daily at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome.
Thanks so much for watching, folks. Until next time, he's Hadrian, I'm Mal, and we will see you later.